Hello, and welcome to GuidesYou.com, the program that guides you through financial and life challenges. In this week's episode, Wendy will discuss planning for your pet's future when your pet must be cared for by another.
If your neighbor who you barely know were taken away in an ambulance to a hospital and they asked you to watch their dog, would you? You probably would feel honored and happy to help, because when somebody's in need like that, everybody wants to be helpful. They don't necessarily know what they could do, but they want to be helpful. So if they're asked for something specific, they'll usually say yes and rise to the occasion. So I want you to think about who would take care of your pet in this situation, and don't be shy about asking somebody you barely know. It's okay. People will rise to the occasion. So you can name somebody who already has a dog, or who you think is a good cat owner, or somebody you barely know, to help anybody who's taking care of your animal, or if you pass away and the animal has to find a new home. It is really helpful if you fill out the kind of animal profile that the animal shelters would take for a surrendered animal. You don't have to do it because you're sending the animal to the animal shelter, but the animal shelters have these profiles, so it's useful to use those. The reason you want to do this is because, well, two reasons. If it is going to the animal shelter, it's extremely helpful to be adopted, to know something about the animal. I mean, an unknown is very hard to adopt, but the more you say, even if it's things like she'll bite you if you touch her belly, all of that stuff just makes a known quantity easier to place. So do it in case you need to find a new home for the animal, but also do it because whoever you do have it already planned to rehome your animal will want to know who's the vet, and what kind of food does your animal eat, and what are the favorite toys, or does your dog need a crate, or the crate is not how he was brought up. So you write all of this out. I will give you a copy of an animal shelter profile form that we have for our local animal shelter. I find it quite useful. It doesn't really matter which one you use. If you have a different one, go for it. I hope this helps.
Thanks again for joining us for this week's presentation by GuidesYou.com. Subscribe to see upcoming episodes and ring the bell to get notifications when a new video is up. Next week, Wendy will be covering the Survivor's Checklist. For more information about our programs, go to www.guidesyou.com. See you next time!